Ah, okay, 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 okay. Let me see.
And we already
Yeah.
jumped in on the start of the game, so
Hundreds of thousands of colonists will have to drift out here forever
Uh,
just to keep
Transmission
from
interrupted.
damaging the
Wait,
port's bottom line. Disgraceful.
I have to watch it on the phone.
I'm building what's called the Dumb Blonde.
You're a few stars short of a constellation.
Mm,
This one had a, what do those
I
called
can
again?
see it.
Social life.
Should be alive. I'm watching it right now.
Wait.
Okay, so basically the dumb blonde, her charm's very high. Her perception seems pretty good, but her intelligence, she's dumb as a box of rocks.
I bet you're vicious with a tossball stick. Your skills would have been wasted in a corporate lab.
Okay. I see you now.
Your skills would have been wasted in a corporate lab.
Okay.
Debating on what I want to put in. Dirt farmer. Well, let's see. She could be dumb enough to be like cashier. Nah.
Hmm.
Dirt farmer. Let's go with the team
That farmer?
mascot.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna make a girl. Let me start with the main features, the hairstyle, all that good shit. How blonde can I make her? Close enough.
Buba, I will continue to
Watch.
see your live from the kitchen
That's fine.
because I'm doing some stuff. Okay?
That's fine.
I will return. I will return later.
Alright. Alright.
Bye, man. Time for.
Later on. Yep. Enjoy the stream, man. I want to see
Yeah,
how
sure.
far I can go without before I get tired as shit.
I I mean.
Now, why the hell would you put facial hair on a girl? Okay, there is so many things wrong with this. Blue eyes? Oh, sure, if I want to make Data from Star Trek. Old yellow eyes? Do I want natural blue eyes? Give her a little bit more of a sensual look, I call it. Change the size of her snot box. Widen the nose just a hair. See what kind of hair we can throw on her. Not really a lot of options for long hair, but well, that might not look too bad. What kind of makeup can we throw on her? Sure, if I was making a redhead, freckle that girl up. Mm-hmm. She looks like the Walking Dead. Be a little more subtle. Help me. At least help me get her down. I know you're going back to bed, I know. How old can you make her? Okay, that's too old. Alien 2? Well, hell, what? Well, we could always just go Alien 3, you know. There. Now you got Sigourney Weaver. Still not, I'm not happy with one thing. Now, why the hell? Wait, why has that woman got sideburns? What the hell? Let's work on the skin tone here. Those bright blue eyes look like she's wearing damn contacts. I think this would work right here. Put her eyes closer together. Oh, right. Now you got to lead a battle angel. Okay, no, we're not going that far. She got to look like she's been through some shit. There we go. Not no damn unibrow, though. That looks good. Like I said, she's been through some hell. Alright, what's this girl's name? Help me decide a name for this young lady. No, I'm not using Ripley. That's Alien. I can't. I'm trying to think what would be her name. I see the last name is Hawthorne for some reason, but Sigourney, really? You could probably make Sigourney Weaver if you wanted to. I don't know. I'm going to try Alexis. There we go. Okay, her strength's good. Her dexterity's good. Temperament's good. Charm, she's very charming. Her perception's good. She's just as dumb as Box of Rocks. Hence the dumb blonde build. Here we go.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Yes, I am. And why are you on YouTube? Aren't you at school?
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
That explains.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. It drives
Shit.
irreparably.
DS simulator.
Ah, there you are. Wondering.
Okay, why didn't you tell me you had that there, Lightning?
Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive
Watch
cell
him.
death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised.
Oh, I gotcha.
So horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the
Throws
last
that
of my
shit.
chemical supplies.
You see that? You're like,
Ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship
Have you found
is
slips?
inoperative, but I've managed
figured
to
you'd
hire
found
a
some
smuggler
yesterday.
to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
okay. Sounds like his ship is a piece of shit. Don't worry, I ain't gonna say nothing about it, Lightning. Filippo, yeah, that Lightning Knight, yeah, he's actually related to me.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told.
That's
he's
my
a
son.
specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Alright, now as we make entry into the planet.
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it.
Great, the guy I was supposed to meet on the planet
No sense in letting his ship go to waste.
got his ass squashed.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Yeah, you got squashed, dumbass. Sharing the same last name as the character? Hell, that might have been my descendant. So apparently the stupidity lives on in the Hawthorne family. Stupidity. Yeah. Do I really want to wear that? There, that's better. Let's just go naked. In her words, "Oh, cute puppy." That is not a cute puppy.
You see now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice.
You look like a reject of the Backstreet Boys.
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with a... Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot.
Alright, let me talk for her a minute. You're an idiot! Give me your gun before you get yourself killed.
Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Where the hell am I?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the...
Hold on. Before I do that, if you want me to shoot this moron because he Barney Fifed himself, give me a hell yeah. I repeat, if you want me to shoot this stupid son of a bitch because he shot himself like he's Barney Fife, give me a hell yeah. You want me to shoot him because he Barney Fifed himself? Oh, I wasn't supposed to shoot him? Oh, shit.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
Okay, if you played Fallout, you have VATS. Outer Worlds has TTD, Tactical Time Dilation. You shot me, you asshole. What are they having again for dinner? Fish sticks. So these maglocks. The hell is that? Oh, these mag picks are basically your lock picks in here. And I'm still naked. Okay, sword. Okay, I don't want to be on the business end of that. Looks like somebody sat on the flagpole. Oh. Duck the fuck out of him. Oh, hell yeah, that's pristine. Anytime you see a diamond next to the weapon, that is a pristine weapon. It makes it harder to break. Knock that bitch, stupid. Hold on, I want to get a look at this. The idle camera. There you go.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Good lord, it's just a landing violation. Let it go.
You out of your mind? No way. Once we've dealt with these marauders, I'm hunting that sick freak down. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Note, hold on. Note the emphasis on it's gonna be fucking laminated. What are you trying to do? You bunch of kiss-ass pricks. Oh. And that is how you make an omelet with a skull. Next time on Cooking with Bubba. We will make smoothies with Sentry Sabers. My, pretty. I believe I have found my ship.
That this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
Yeah, don't I have a great butt? What are you doing?
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous.
Okay.
Dangerous for your health.
Alright. Let's go ahead and break down these other weapons here. Caca. No. And I don't have no armor, but I shall. I could sell the gun. I still need some clothes.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
By the way, a little side note. The voice of Ada in here has a connection to Fallout 4. That is the voice of Nora. That is Courtney Taylor. Which is ironic because in Fallout 4, one of the DLCs, they add a companion who's also named Ada.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so.
Time to be smart ass. What are you gonna do? Self-destruct?
Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to
Great. I'm getting shot into space twice in one day.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to...
Well, this
process
Ada is
information.
voiced by Nora.
Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your order... Excellent. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. The settlement of Edgewater is located nearby. I recommend speaking to the administrator.
Wait till you see
Edgewater and
Parvati.
requesting assistance. I have
What, the
taken
first
notice
companion
of
you
including
meet?
you in new captain's identity cartridge.
Added bonus.
Please try
The
not to
voice
use this,
of Parvati
This cartridge
is the
identifies
great
you as
Ashley
Alex
Birch,
Hawthorne, as the
who
registered
voiced
monitor and captain of the Unreliable.
one of my favorite
Do you
women in
understand?
video game history of all time. More recent, too. Aloy, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time. The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
Can I help? That looks like the HAL 9000 from 2001 Space Odyssey. It does, doesn't it? That is not possible, Dave. That was supposed to be funny. Laugh.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Well, get your ass over here. I'll whoop your ass. Good. Now I can get some clothes. There. There you go. Now, if you played Fallout New Vegas, they have a karma system in here. Hang on, let me, I don't want the helmet on, but the cool part is you can have all the perks with that helmet. It just don't show it on. So even though not very often, I'm not a Call of Duty player. The only reason why I downloaded Call of Duty was for my son. I'm more of a single player type dude. Unless you count racing.
I smell blood!
Eat that. Thought it was showing. Okay, so the helmet is on, but it just don't show. Okay, now I see it. Now there's a view for you. Okay, we're in a graveyard.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Should we use the dumb answer? This is what happens when you play with low intelligence. You get the dumb perk.
No, I ain't that fancy. I just dig holes in the ground and fill them with dead folk. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town. Board-owned
I
and
did like
operated.
playing Borderlands,
That
but I
includes
have not played the
cemetery.
third one yet.
None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company.
My favorite one's
Renting
the
means
first
money,
one, the second one.
Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mighty
Okay,
delinquent
hold
in
on.
paying their dues, you see.
Okay, let me get this right. You gotta make people pay for their own
Company
graves?
policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, he just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Yeah? Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 30, carry the 1. All my life, work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, braving the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
He has an interesting outlook, don't he? That's all I heard on my mic. When life gives you lemons, consider it a free trial from your friends at Spacer's Choice. Did they just throw a Portal reference in there? Well, we have to do it. I haven't done this in a while. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad. I don't want your damn lemons. What am I supposed to do with these? I demand to see life's manager. I'm going to have my boys create a combustible lemon that'll burn your house down with the lemons. What the hell? I'm reading the description on the necklace here. A pretty necklace, if you're into that sort of thing. This necklace makes a strong passion statement. Look at my neck. There's something on it. A pretty something. Look at it! What am I going to do with a shovel? Oh, I got hair. What are you doing?
Spacer's choice. Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Just where I wanted to be. I do not.
What do you think you're doing? I don't have time for this.
Huh? What was that? Take him down!
The hell?
Something's not right. Waste of company ammo!
Yeah, I know. But I know one thing. I damn sure wouldn't want to put my butt on that to go to shit. Yeah, let's go to the cantina. Let's go see what's going on in there, huh?
Read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
I don't know you. Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
Now, I could be charming and say what a fine establishment it is, or I could be an asshole. Could have fooled me. All I see are a bunch of drunken slobs and one ugly bartender.
You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about... Coming right up.
Alright, let's see what you got on tap. 0G brew. Ah, sure, let's get drunk a little bit. Plain and pure water. 2-hour energy brew. Trip teas. What the hell? Dehydrated water tablets. How's that work? Looking at the set I have. Saltuna, okay. Pre-sliced bread, okay. Mock. Bunch of nanners. We turning southern over here. Ah, does that not say it? Look, a bunch of nanners.
I've been feeling pretty low these days. Damn. Interesting shower.
you hear about Wilson?
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Foreman Granger, mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you. Shit. Silas still on about that? Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment, because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
You can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
I'm sorry, but he's a person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his Adams be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me.
What kind of horse shit is that? So, suicide's a crime, and the person who was the nearest to him has to pay the gravesite fee. Not necessarily even meaning they were related. And they consider it vandalism. Okay, don't you think that's a little fucked up? Well, will somebody please answer that? Yeah, I'm playing like I got sticky fingers on here. But I want everything I can. What the hell is that?
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
So, false advertisement.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up.
I believe she did.
Warning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the... I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. I am asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Great dance music. Sorry.
We better... Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Wish we had some better rations.
You know how you feel.
I'm just looking around right now.
If you're falling sick, I don't want...
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Just keep working. I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my spirits.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town. I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here. Except for Miss Holcomb, who, for some reason, doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Ah, excuse me. I'm suddenly experiencing quite an amazing headache.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. I see today we'll be conversing without metaphors. I guess her condition is incurable. It's unlikely to be fatal, but she may feel more heartache than most.
Could you maybe stop talking about me like I'm some kind of weird bug?
Oh, shit.
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. What? You seem the perfect type to go blindly into the wild on a suicidal quest. I'm looking for a journal, a handwritten book, with the name M. Bokonu on the cover. I'll pay you to find it. It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Something you need? That's on account of how I never met her. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. What? No, conception isn't... Has nobody ever taught you about this?